Alrighty, welcome to section 4. I hope the test was alright. On section 3, now intervals are super key, massive milestone for you. So well done. So we dive into the major scale in section 4. Now, again, I hope these videos are helpful to kind of guide you through the course before, during, after you've done the section. Some people learn better by seeing or hearing as opposed to reading. And of course, there's a million of resources online. Just Google any of these things and you'll get a lot of stuff, or just Wikipedia pages or whatnot. Okay, let's get into the major scale structure. Well, what is the major scale? Major scale is the fundamental structure, fundamental element of Western music. Okay, so it's a scale, sounds like this in C. If we grab that keyboard again, there you go. Then from the major scale we build the major chords, of course, right? So you can see how in C, the C major scale is just the white keys. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So it's a scale of, well, all the natural notes put in order starting from C make up the C major scale. Simple as that. Okay. Now from that, we call a major scale because it follows a structure, a pattern that we'll have to replicate on the other scales, right? The other keys on D, in G, in A, and whatnot. Okay, and that structure is, if we lay down the grades of the scale, so 1 to 8, 8 being the octave, the repetition of that, of the root note or the tonic, as we say in the scale degrees. So tonic, supertonic, mediant, subdominant, dominant, submediant, leading tone, and tonic again. Okay. Anyway, so there must be a whole tone between the tonic and the supertonic, first and second grade. Let's use those terms. Another whole tone between second and third, a semitone between third and fourth, a tone between fourth and fifth, a tone between fifth and sixth, a tone between sixth and seventh, and then a semitone again between seven, the leading tone, to back to the tonic with a half step. Okay, now on the piano, tone between 1 and 2, and there is a note in the middle, half step, 1 step, C to D. Okay, we need a tone between second and third. Perfect. D to E is a major second, a tone. And then we need a semitone between the third and the fourth. Well, it's right there, E and F. Perfect. We don't need any accidental. Then we need a tone between fourth and fifth. F, half step to F sharp. G. We need a tone between fifth and sixth. G, G sharp. A, G, A. It's a whole tone. Between 6 and 7, there's a tone. Yes, A, B. It's a tone apart, and then a semitone between the leading tone, the 7th degree, and again the tonic, the root of the scale. So there he is. B to C is naturally a half step. Okay, now this is it. At a fundamental level, this is the structure of the major scale. We have to absolutely memorize that and keep that in mind for the rest of our lives. Now, it's not going to be this easy in other keys, right? So the structure is that, and in C, the major scale is the natural notes in order, starting from C. And here's also the name of degrees, memorize. Yes, it keeps wanting to use the American spelling. Well, keep the British spelling for now. Okay. Part 2, step 2 of section 4, how to build a major scale. Now, this is a lot more work for you. Yeah, a lot of homework to go and build all the major scales. Okay. Now, we talked about the structure. Now, let's add a few more rules. To build a scale, you must always move to the next note, right? We talked about intervals earlier. A scale is built of notes that are a second from each other. Okay. After F, there's always G. After G, there's always A, B, C, D, in order that way. Then, of course, we can use accidentals to get the structure, right? So we maintain the structure at any cost. Yeah? Any cost. We must always keep that tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone structure. Memorize that. Absolutely. All right. A scale can only have one type of accidentals. Oh, right. Okay. Basically, a scale can't have flats and sharps. So, for example, if you encounter a sharp when building a scale, you'll have to stick to sharps. Okay? Don't worry, there won't be problematic situations as long as you follow this 2 first rules. The third one should fall into place naturally. There is a reason for this, and we'll discover it towards the end of the course. Wow. Also, if you rightly follow the first 2 rules, you shouldn't be in a situation. Also, reminder that E and F and B and C, there are semitones already there. Okay, now, if you feel like it, start building a major scale of your choice. So you could, at this point, stop the course and go and build a scale you like. D, A, G. But anyway, I now do it with you. We do G major together. We do D major together. Okay, so we also discover that G has 1 accidental, 1 sharp, F sharp. Now, could have we used flats here? Let's see. G, the tonic, right? We need the whole tone to A, and there is a whole tone to A. Great. Then we need the whole tone to the 3rd degree, B, A to B, there's a tone. Then we need a semitone to the 4th, and between B and C there is indeed a semitone. It can't be B sharp, right? I need to go a semitone up, but I can't go to B sharp because it will break the naming rule. We must, right? In G, the 4th degree is always C. Could be C triple, sharp, flat, whatever. Don't care, but it's always called C. Right? Cool. And we are on grade 4, so we need a tone to the 5th. Brilliant. C to D is a tone. We need a tone to the 6th. So D to E is a tone. We need a tone to the 7th degree. We are on E. The next note must be called F, but between E and F, there's a semitone. So what do? We go up with a sharp. So it's F sharp. So it is indeed a tone from F sharp. Okay? And I explain the same story there. And then there's a semitone between the 7th and the tonic, F sharp to G. Perfect. Okay, so G major contains one accidental, F sharp. Now, if we do D, we'll find two sharps, F sharp and C sharp. What are the intervals between C and G and D? I shouldn't answer this because it's in the course and now in the video as well. They are a fifth apart. Okay, so here's another axiom, another truth within our theory. So when you create major scales that are a fifth apart, you'll find sharps and only sharps. Okay, from C to G we found F sharp. G to in D we found F and C, and we'll see if we go to D we found F and C. In A we'll find F, C, G. In E we'll find F, C, G, D. In B we'll find F, C, G, D, A. Is basically 2 steps before. Don't tell anyone. Or also we'll find later on that the sharps in order are F, C, G, D, A, B, E, B. F, C, G, D, A, B. Okay, so in the sharps realm, so G, D, A, E, B major, F sharp major, C sharp major, we pick one sharp at a time, and the last sharp in the scale is the sharp we need for the 7th, for the leading tone. So in G we add F, which is 7 degrees of G. In D we add F and C from the list, C being the leading tone to D, and so on. Now if we do the same, moving a perfect fourth up, we'll get to F, and guess what happens? We'll start seeing flats. F major is 1 flat, perfect fourth, B flat major, 2 flats, perfect flat from B flat is E flat, 3 flats, E flat to A flat, another perfect fourth, we'll find 4 flats, D flat major 5 flats, G flat major 6 flats, C flat major has 7 flats. Okay, so by moving by perfect fourths we get into the flats realm, and we add one at a time. Now in the realm of flat, the trick is, I'll give you 2 tricks. So for sharps, you pick as many sharps until you get to the 7th, to the leading tone. So I know in E I'll take F, C, G, D. In A I'll take F, C, G, right? 'Cause G is the leading tone to A, is the 7th degree, right? E sharp will be my leading tone to F sharp, okay? Because E sharp is already sounds like an F, okay? If we move by fourths, we'll go into the flats realm. Now the trick in the flats realm is that you pick in the order is flipped, so B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Mirror, it's basically mirrored. Because it's we'll see this in a later course, in a later step. that these two realms are, you know, on a mirror, the realms of fifths and the realms of fourths. And yeah, so when we are in the realms of fourths or in the realm of flats, we basically pick one over the flat that names the scale. So in B flat, we'll take B, E flat. In E flat, we'll take B, E, A flat, so on and so forth, right? In D flat, we'll take B, E, A, D, G, right? Always one over, I mean, apart from F major that has one flat, and the rule is true there as well, because you are taking one flat after the name, right? And F is the very last one. But anyway, F major, just remember, is a fourth from C, has one flat. G is a fifth from C, has a sharp. And then the rest unfolds, basically continuing by fourths on the left and by fifths on the right. Okay? Very, very complex stuff. Please go, and I've given you all the scales here, but go and redo all of this, or pick one. Right, I want to do B major. Close the book, take a piece of paper, or look at the keyboard, look at your guitar, and be like, oh, I want to build B major. Right, B. I need a tone, right? So the next note must be called C, right? But C is a semitone, so C sharp. There you go. B, C sharp. I need a tone. Must be called D, so but I need a tone, so D sharp. Okay. So that's 2. That's 3. So then semitone to the 4th. So we were on D sharp, and the next simple is E. Then we need a tone, F sharp, a tone, A sharp, G sharp, sorry, a tone, A sharp, and then a semitone, B. All right, so B major, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. Okay. Alrighty, well, good luck, and that is the last step before the test. Yes, good luck with the test on major scales, and see you in section 5 for minor scales. Ooh.